happen. I really believe that. There's something very good going to happen. We have to get back. So think of it in this horrible period, this horrible, dark period where this monster came and worked its horrible, horrible spell over the world. 184 countries as of this morning. 184 countries.
I believe that art of the future is art without objects. This is just pure transmission of energy between the viewer and the artist. To me, mixed reality is this answer.
This was a unique opportunity to take the most legendary artists working now and capture them in such a way that they are translatable forever.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 25th. It's July. It's the year 2020. And I really hope my microphone is recording okay. I really hope the sound is good because I have been fighting this for weeks now. Whatever. Why did I just show you Donald Trump? Why did I just show you Microsoft and Marina Abramovic? Why did I just show you Obama signing the One World Trade Center? We remember, we return. We remember, we rebuild, we come back stronger. Microsoft bringing out Marina Abramovic and then pulling the video after we showed it just shows you what these people are doing. This is literally a spiritual battle. I cannot stress this enough, and we are on the precipice. We are there. When I was on the road, all the hours just spent sitting behind the wheel, driving, not listening to music because I don't do that. Just driving. I would pray. And then I would make videos, as you saw. Video. And I noticed in the videos, I was swearing more and more. The more I prayed, the more I was swearing, which the more it was dividing the Christians that follow my channel. I always control my swearing. It's very rare that I swear because I can just hit the edit button, just like that. You know what I mean? So at least I'm aware of it and I get it. But I will tell you what, we are so close right now. It is absolutely insane. The spell that they have cast over the other people is amazingly strong. This has been going on for months and months and months and months. Yesterday, or the night before, the channel I just started, no one even knows about. 2 videos taken down instantly. What videos were they? This. They did not like this article whatsoever at all. And they pulled it off YouTube instantaneously, and then they made PubMed pull it down as well. This was the video. This explains a lot. But check this out. Back to praying once again, because they cast a spell on the world. To me, to America, they cast a spell. But on the world. Spells are words. Spelling, Venetians, phonics, etc. Prayers are as well. I have been praying. What the F? I have been praying for God to send me a sign. And the sign showed up yesterday. In the form of somebody carrying a badge and a weapon legally because it's their job, but he was identical to me. He was almost exactly the same as myself. And he came and verified everything. And of course, the little synchronicities that God shows you to let you know that it's right happen. Things like tossing a stone at a rabbit. This person said that phrase to me, and I just said that phrase to somebody else 20 minutes before they showed up. That doesn't happen, but that's just God letting you know this is for real. Well, let me show you what this person showed me that I was unaware of that you might want to know about. This is Center for Disease Control and Prevention. We all know who these guys are because we got them jammed up our butts right now. International Classification of Diseases, Ninth Revision, Clinical Modification, or ICD-9-CM. And this explains, it consists of a tabular list of numerical list of disease code, blah, 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 blah. CD-ROM is unavailable, rich text formats. You want to look things up? Well, I did, because you'll notice that this list stops at 2011. Well, I found the list from 2013, ICD-9-CM diagnosed code E978. It is a medical bill code that can be used to indicate a diagnosis or reimbursement of claims. Blah, blah, blah. You can read this yourself. Blah, 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 blah. Notice the year, notice the year, notice the lack of years. Okay. This right here, this code converts to ICD-9-CM E978. All executions, this is strange because this is the CDC, all executions performed at the behest of the judiciary or ruling authority, whether permanent or temporary, as asphyxiation by gas, beheading, capital punishment, electrocution, hanging, poisoning, shooting, or other specified means. Did you just read that? You see what I'm saying? Do you remember this? Just look at this. See this? Whether permanent or temporary, ruling authority. Do you remember this? Do you remember this press conference on the 13th where Trump declared the United States a national emergency? And then he actually declared it, the entire nation, a disaster area. He handed it over to FEMA. When he handed it over to FEMA, that's where this plays. Do you see what I'm saying? This person that showed up that I had prayed for explained to me something that didn't dawn on me before, but this. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that had beheaded for the witness of Jesus and the word of God, and who had not worshipped the beast, nor his image, nor had received his mark upon their foreheads or on their hands. And they lived and reigned with Christ 1,000 years. 1,000 years. 10 kings will rise. 10 kings. What are the 10 kings? Well, let's take a look at FEMA's map. This map is real, and Area 1 is being locked down right now. Maine currently will charge you $500 if you roll into their state and don't quarantine. Massachusetts is about to follow suit. New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Vermont will all do the same. How many FEMA regions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 kings. 10 kings. Starting to make sense now? We are literally living in Revelations right now. And not only are everyone around us unaware, but they're not even upset. Everyone's walking around. It's 100 degrees out. Do you know why we have what they call cold and flu season? Well, that's the time of the year specifically that your body decides, just like the earth decides, it's time to renew. Get rid of all those toxins, hence it makes you sick. You get better, you move on. Pharmaceutical took that time and decided to call it cold and flu season. Well, here's the deal. Cold and flus don't last year-round. We don't have a year-round cold and flu season, yet we have a year-round COVID-19 season that seems to be getting worse exactly and specifically when they told us it couldn't live. It's too hot out. It won't live. A virus is a dead thing anyway, so living or dying makes zero difference. But the fact that they're pulling this again means this is getting ready to happen. They told us about this. Remember this video I did way back in May?
You remember this story that popped up a while ago where ousted virus expert Rick Bright, now notice that his name is Rick Bright, he's warning of the darkest winter in modern history. Rick Bright is warning of the darkest winter in modern history. Seems kind of strange, right? He's warning about the darkest winter, but his name just happens to be Bright. I find that strange. At any rate, let's move on. This is a story that's rolling around right now and has been for several days. The sun has gone into a period of lockdown, which could cause freezing weather, earthquakes, and famine, says scientists.
Okay, so long story short on that, there was a period of time back in May, right when this entire thing started, Trump declared national emergency, etc., right when they really put their foot on the gas, where they were warning us on the cover of every magazine, every talk show for a couple of days about the darkest winter. The darkest winter is coming. This is it. This is absolutely, without a doubt, this is it. And let me tell you another secret. I met a couple of people. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people. I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4 YouTube channels, Instagram account that is not Richie from Boston. Richie from Boston is not on Instagram, period. I do have an Instagram account, but it ain't Richie from Boston. I'm not on Facebook, but I am on Twitter. Collectively, I have about 800,000 followers. That's a lot. And if you recall, for a good year, my channel never moved at all. It didn't move at all. And if you recall, all my channels are demonetized and have been for over a year. It still won't stop me. They keep taking my channels down, locking me out, freezing me. It still won't stop me. I'm not going to change the way I talk because it doesn't matter. We are in the end times right now, period. I know a couple of correctional officers who have specifically in Massachusetts alone, Massachusetts inmates are making heat-sealed body bags. That's all they're making, all of them. Why? Why? Because this is coming without a shadow of a doubt. Any channel that's telling you that the new vaccine is not biometric, cannot be updated wirelessly, and will not change your DNA is exposing themselves as either ignorant or a shill, one or the two, because it is not. We already knew this was coming. We already knew it was coming, and now they're saying it. They don't care if you know. You see what I mean? I've shown you this I don't know how many times. You see, in the United States, they lie to their citizens because the people that are actually making sure we don't know what's going on are the same people that make sure they do know what's going on. Inovio. Just call it Bill Gates, call it ID 2020. It's all the same. They're just trying to fool people with different names. But this is frightening enough as it is. Frightening enough as it is. Reported they've got this thing all set, ready to go. The medication is injected under the skin with a needle, then activated with a device that resembles a toothbrush, which delivers an electrical impulse for a fraction of a second. Second, allowing the DNA that they're injecting, allowing the DNA they're injecting into your body to penetrate the body's cells and carry out its mission. Yeah. Well, let me tell you a secret. There's a reason I put this particular video up today. This is my friend Mike Decker. I stayed with Mike Decker for a good month, and then I went my separate ways. But while I was there with Mike, I made sure that Mike had plenty of what he needed. You see what I mean? Good to go, and I should be heading out there soon, as long as the creek don't rise and the good Lord's willing. It depends. But it is literally tearing the heart out of my chest that my father is going to have to suffer through this. I've done a prayer of, I just learned this. I did a prayer of intercession where you pray for somebody else to awaken, but they are so deep into this spell. It's insane. It's incredible. This spell has been building and building and building. And I mean, seriously, look around. How else do you explain people walking around wearing masks, hiding and worrying and doing all these things that they're being told when the results, when the problem, when the pandemic, look around. There is none. There is none. Millions of people have COVID and don't know it. How do you know that? How do you know that? There's no way to know that. We've discovered a squirrel in Colorado with bubonic plague. Really? So somebody decided to go test specifically for bubonic plague in squirrels in Colorado because one guy in China had it. This is child's play. This isn't even, this is like reading a 5-year-old's fairy tale that everyone's actually believing. At any rate, Richie from Boston, they're taking my channels down left and right. I will be gone soon, but I am not going to change what I'm telling you because this is what you need to hear. I'm out.